the old mining town of Evergreen Valley resides a small town farmer that woke up one day and realized that farming wasn't his biggest dream. So that day, he decided to invest everything he had in an old rundown coal mine. Can he make enough to make his loan payments and keep his livelihood, or will he lose it all? This is The Miner.
Welcome everyone. Glad you could join us in our new adventure in Evergreen Valley. As you could see in the intro, I got burnt out farming every day, so I went to the bank to borrow everything I could, of course causing my wife to lose her cool, but I was able to buy the mineral rights to the old coal mine. So I'm just going to head back to the house real quick with our new equipment. We got a new tractor, new loader back there. And we're going to head back and we're going to drop these things off because we've got some equipment we need to buy to be able to take down to the mine. I know Evergreen Valley has kind of become a boom town now that they've discovered oil in it. So there's a lot more traffic than there used to be, especially truck traffic. I cannot believe how much truck traffic this town gets through. I mean, it'd be great to have a 4-lane road, but I mean, there's no room. We built businesses right on both sides, but here we are to the farm. We pull in here, we'll drop this equipment off, and we will head back to the shop. Our farm here really isn't too awful big. You know, we only have a couple fields, but I thought we do need a bigger tractor, so we went with this Massey Ferguson 7 Series. That'll be big enough to pull our auger wagon and, you know, our disc, our planters, things like that. And we also needed that loader there that's on the trailer. We're going to use it down at the mine. But for right now, I'm just going to hop in it, pull it off here, get it out of our way, and then we'll go ahead and use this trailer to go back to town with. Well, while we're here, I might as well show you a little bit of the farm. We have 2 fields out here. They're both irrigation fields. So we have irrigation units on this field here. This is our wheat field that is actually ready to harvest. I'm going to get in this field later on today as soon as I get the mine operational. If you look down there in the distance, you can kind of see our soybean field. Of course, this is our barns. We got a few little pieces of equipment here, combine, yada yada yada. But let's hop back in the truck and we're going to go get the mine going. Alright, I think this is all the gear I was needing. So I'm going to borrow their pieces of equipment here, their loader, and try to get this thing loaded up. I got 3 pallets, 2 containers, and of course the 1 crate there. I'm going to spin around here, around back, and get this one here. I believe this is our maintenance equipment. But get all these taken down to the mine, and then hopefully we can get this thing operational and start making money. I know I'm going to have to buy a dump trailer. Right now I need something to haul rock with. There we go. Alright, get this thing loaded up. I don't know if I can carry 2 at a time or if I'm going to have to just do 1. Oop, if I get through the gate would help. Let me get a better camera view here so I don't crash and burn right off the bat. Come on, there. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Good thing there's straps on this thing. There we go. Kind of scraping the paint, but not too bad. Alright, let me throw this one on and see if there's going to be enough room to put the other one. I think it can be done. I think there's going to be enough room to get everything on the one trip. I strapped that one in already to make sure it wouldn't move when I put this one on. It's going to overhang out the back just a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Then I'll put the crate up front, right behind the headache rack. We should be fine. See, come on, try not to wiggle too much. Wish this forklift had a little side shift, but it doesn't. Oop, probably should keep that strapped on before I drop it. There we go. Lower it down. Try to sneak out from under it. There, perfect. Pop out. Put maybe just 1 strap. I think I'm only going to have room for 1. Oh, no, there's 2. Perfect. I think it's down all the way. It's hanging up just a little bit, but not bad. Then I'll go grab that 1 crate and put it on the front. There it is, last thing loaded up. Put this back in the building here, and I think it's only August. I believe we can get that thing done. It's only 9:35 in the morning. So if we can get this thing to the coal mine, we should be able to, well, I better hop out and strap that. We should be able to start mining today, because we actually still have some crops that do need to get done. That wheat field was ready, so I really need to get back and do that. I'm going to take this now and start our operation. Got a couple workers down there now. We just have the mineral rights. We don't actually own the land. The land costs quite a bit and just really wasn't necessary. We don't need to buy anything more than we have to. The rights are good enough. So let me get over, and I was hoping that wouldn't sell anything there. I'll head down to the mine and get started. As you can see here, the road to the mine is actually right across from our driveway to the house. But this is what we have to go across. We have to take it very slow. There's a lot of weight back there, so hopefully I can make it across with no issues. There is a better road. It's an actual highway, but it's several miles out of route. I really don't want to go that far out of the way just to go up to the top of this hill. Let me go ahead and make sure I make it around that corner. Good. Nothing fell in the water. Here we are at our mine site. As you know, we're going to be mining for coal, and there's actually 2 different power plants right now in town that are buying up the coal, so hopefully we can get it sold to them for a pretty good price. Let me figure out where the guys up here want this unloaded at, and we will get this puppy started. There we go. That's all off unloaded. Park this thing to the side. We'll run in and see if there's anything else they need. I'm hoping that is it, because I need to get back to the farm. And we're going to combine that field in just a minute. But let me shut this off and we'll go check. Let's just see. Make sure everything is okay. Yeah, it looks like we need to purchase some electric charge, which we can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do some of that. Alright, we'll buy 10,000 kilowatt hours. That should keep this thing going for quite a while. It's just $12,000, but hey, it looks pretty good. Actually, vehicle parts is going to be what we need the most of, but if you look, it only takes 1 per cycle, so per month. So it won't take much. Actually, it'll be 24 per month. That's still not too bad. All right, let's get out of here, and hopefully we'll produce enough coal to be able to maybe sell some at the end of the day. But I'll run back to the farm and we'll start harvesting that field. This up here on our right is the new construction site that they're doing a lot of work in. I'm hoping they will end up buying some of our product. I'm not sure how much they'll need, but I mean, they sure do make a lot of noise. I'm glad there's no houses around here. But there's a new granite mill that actually came in, a granite mine. So they're doing granite just up the road here, straight ahead. It's another mine I would love to be able to buy, but I mean, it costs a lot more than our little coal mine that we did. And my wife's already mad that I spent, $450,000 just on this place alone. Between the $450,000 there, it left us another $400,000 to get the rest of the equipment we were needing. So now we're already down to $340,000. We do have a little bit of grain in our bin at the house. Plus we have, the field ready. The soybean field, it won't be ready for another month or 2. But this should keep us going for now. Like I said, we'll still have to go to the shop and buy a dump trailer. I would like to put in a new bridge here over the river instead of that little ratty bridge we just drove across. But I'll go get the new Holland fired up and we'll start combining that field of ours. Here we go. Get her fired up here. Full tank of fuel. I mean, we got some hours on her. 28 hours. She's seen quite a bit of acres. So, like I said, we just have the 2 fields. Of course, they're both irrigated. We got the irrigation system on both of them. But let me hop in here. We'll get this thing fired up and we'll speed up time a little bit. Well, here I am. I didn't get very far. I'm already loaded. So I'm going to run up here, grab our auger wagon, and go help him out. We do have a semi-trailer here in the barn that we're going to use to haul the grain to town, but for here on the farm, we're just going to try to use this. And yes, I actually do have a old John Deere tractor there. It's got pretty high miles, but that's why I went and splurged and bought this Massey Ferguson, something that's a little more reliable and something I can use on the farm better. We'll run this thing in, get it loaded up. These little fields don't seem that big until you're driving around them. They're actually pretty good sized fields. I can pull up here. I don't know if we're going to keep the straw or not. We don't have any livestock, but I thought, you know what? If I just go ahead and bale it or at least collect it, then I could sell it, make a little bit of money out of it. Unload this and let him get back to work, and we'll take this and just dump it right in our bin when we get it filled up. Well, after having the hired hand do some of the work, he was having so much trouble trying to do this irrigation work here, trying to get around all of our equipment. I decided I'm just going to finish it up. This way I don't have to sit there and go back and forth. With these little rows, we'll just cut right through the driveway. We almost have it done. I think it was 33,000 liters in our auger wagon. We filled it clear full once, and we have just about another full tank in it now. I'm sure with what's left here, it will fill it up, and probably a little left at the end. Right now, the mine has produced some. Let me pull that window up. As you can tell, the mine has produced about $4,200 worth of coal. Our loan is actually coming in at $15,000 a day. So I've got to make sure that the mine is making enough money to pay its loan payment off, because I really don't want to eat into our farming budget to try to pay for just the mine operation, which I think, running around the clock, they should be able to produce enough to be able to pay that loan bill. It was only, I believe, a 5-year note, so it's a fairly short loan, but we only have rights to it for 5 years, so I've got to be able to make enough in that short window to not go bankrupt. But let me finish this little bit here we have left in the wheat field, and then we'll end up seeing how much we did get out of it. Alright, that's the last little bit. Let's run over, dump it in, see if it'll all fit. I guess there is a little bit there, but I'm not going to worry about that. This should be enough. I mean, I do have all this straw. I think I am going to either bale it or collect it just to make a little extra money. I know the investment in the equipment to do it is going to be quite an investment, but I think in the long run, I do have quite a bit of ground that I could mow and bale into silage if I wanted to make a little extra, especially back by the bean field down there. There's a lot more grass. It looks like there was enough room to fit in this one wagon, so we weren't quite able to fill it twice, but we got close to it. Let me go park this thing, and we'll go back and get the Massey here and get it dropped off in the bin, grab the semi, and head it to town to be able to pick up that new dump bed truck. So I'll see you in just a moment. Well, being 4% from being clear full, I'd say that's pretty good numbers. I'm happy with that. I'd rather be happier if I had 4 loads of this. Why not? The more the merrier, but our little fields can't produce that much. I do have just the one irrigation system. I would like to probably maybe for next year get a second one so we don't have to tear the one down and put it in the other field. This way both fields will have it. That'd make that a lot easier to keep it fertilized, keep it watered, keep it going. Let me run up, drop this in the bin. This will give us just shy of, it'll be a little over 60,000, so that's good if this tractor can get up the hill here. We are spinning quite a bit. This load is a little heavier than this tractor can handle. That's another issue with trying to decide, do I want to get a baler, because this tractor can pull a baler just fine, but it can't pull that big of a pickup wagon. So let me see here, get this dropped off, and we will run to town and grab that trailer. Here we are with this Dimco trailer. Cost us $54,000. Doesn't hold a whole lot, but a little Mack truck here don't have a whole lot of horsepower either. Let me grab it, we'll hook it up, and we'll bring it up to the mine shaft and see if we can start getting some of the coal loaded up that we have. I mean, I don't know how much we have now. We only have 2,900 liters, so we're really not going to put much in it. But with the wheat we just harvested, that's 37,000. That's about 2 months worth of loan payments, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, it'll get us by a couple months if we had to sell it, which I don't really want to. Of course, my wife would be very upset if I sold our crops this time of year just to make loan payments, but I'll head over to the mine and see what we can get loaded. Well, here we are back at the mine. Let's go down on into the pit and try to see if we can load some of this. It's been a while since I've been down in here. I believe this is the right way. It looks to be going somewhere. Could get a road grader down here and smooth it out a little bit. There it is. Tons of coal down here. Unfortunately, this I can't really go grab. The loaders won't pick it up, but we do have it from the actual mill itself, where it's digging it out of the ground. Through here, try not to get hung up on one of these hillsides. There it is, the giant wheel. That's what's costing us all of our money, but we're only renting it, so that's the nice thing. Once those 5 years are up, it'll be over. Let me pull under here and see what little bit we can scavenge out of it. Let's see, mineral coal, 3,600. Well, there it is. That's all we got so far. I'm sure this time tomorrow we'll have a lot more. So that should do it for this episode here on The Miner. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to slap that like button. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus,